Hey guys, Liam here. Another big release has landed with Wild Hearts from EA and Koei Tecmo, and I've been quite excited about this. It looked pretty good, and I was hoping it wouldn't run as badly on Steam Deck as Returnal that I showed in my previous video. For people interested in attempting it, you can get 10 hours of gameplay included in EA Play subscription on Steam. The thing is though, a developer of the game clearly said on Reddit previously it will not be supported, and I can see why. The Steam Deck doesn't actually need developer support though. Most developers don't make games directly for it or even optimize their games at all for Steam Deck. The majority of the work is thanks to Valve with Proton. Now, something to keep in mind is that it does use the EA app, which has been problematic in the past, but right now it seems to work fine. I'm also using Proton Experimental from the Properties Compatibility menu since that has all the latest upgrades, and while the EA app works, the first load does take forever. So how is it looking on Steam Deck? Well, it's not good at all. If you thought Returnal looked rough, well, this is a whole new level of terrible performance. With everything as low as they can go, it often can't even hold 25 frames a second during some of the busy scenes like actual fights where performance is most important. It struggles with everything. To give you an example, this is only in the intro area doing an early fight with 3 smaller creatures, and then after that I move on to the first boss fight. Now there's not really a whole lot going on, but it can't stay anywhere near 30. And often not even near 20 frames a second during the main boss fight. The experience is just really bad, and I honestly cannot see this becoming playable anytime soon. To be clear on something, this section of the video was my third run through to let it build up shaders, so it's not a shader issue, as you would be seeing constant big spikes with stuttering. It's just giving low performance overall. Now, I've read reports from a few publications that talked about big performance issues on Desktop 2, and I've spoken to some friends that played it on Desktop 2, and they're all saying the same thing: it does not perform well. When an NVIDIA 3080 can't even run it smoothly, there's not much hope for it on Steam Deck right now. Really, I'm just honestly at a loss as to how so many games keep releasing in such a bad state. It's not even a case of the Steam Deck being underpowered, because as we've seen before time and time again, many other big games doing all kinds of crazy rendering are able to actually keep a nice stable 30 frames a second. And when it has massive problems on desktop, it was clearly released too early. The thing is, you can get it to perform better on Steam Deck, as it does have a built-in upscaler. I'm showing you some footage using the upscaler in action now, and you can see the performance is better, but it already didn't exactly look great on low details, and an upscaler honestly makes it visually terrible in this game. Some games do upscaling from lower resolutions quite nicely, but here the upscaler makes the visuals look so bad that honestly PS1 games look better. I would have tried the Steam Deck's built-in FSR as well, but there's no lower resolutions available to actually make that an option. And their built-in upscaling method simply has enabled and disabled, so you can't even tweak it. Right now there's a few other issues in this game as well, like various bits of broken videos. And when the RAM use creeps up and spirals a bit, the deck can end up rebooting, which I've seen multiple times during my testing, which made it all the more difficult. Right now, Wild Hearts is just an absolute no-go for the Steam Deck, which is a shame. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you later.